Hello, and welcome to another Brick in the Mall, a simulation game in which we attempt to build a successful mall. We're going to go ahead and start out with a new game, and we're going to go ahead and leave tutorial on, even though I have played this game before. I hope through the tutorial that it'll help explain for new viewers how to play this game so that if you want to attempt it yourself, you have an easier time. So as the game starts, we have this lovely unnamed woman who seems like she knows what she's doing, so of course we're going to follow whatever she says to do. Hello, and welcome. You have somehow inherited this massive land. Regional planning, however, forbids residential or industrial zoning in the area. Commercial is your only option. We need to build the foundations first. Go into the build mode and select foundations. Okay, so we go to the build mode, select the pre-highlighted foundations, and go ahead and drag it where she wants us to have it. Perfect. Now we need to wait for the foundations to be finished before we can build further. You can speed up time with the fast forward button. So, since evidently we have superpowers, we can speed up time and have our worker move very quickly to build this foundation. Now, personally, I would have built this foundation slightly different than she wanted, and once we're done with the tutorial, we will be customizing this building so that it fits more what I'm looking for out of it. I will say, though, that I do appreciate these two workers. I mean, they've been at work for only a couple hours now, and they've already built almost an entire foundation. If we had help like this overall, buildings would get done a lot faster. Though somehow, I think this game might be slightly unrealistic. We'll need doors to access the building. Well, I was just commenting on the realism, and suddenly she corrects me to say, hey, you actually have to put doors into your place in order for it to work properly. I can respect that. So let's go ahead and put a double door where she wants it here, and a staff door over here. We should separate our future storage and store with a wall. Well, yes, probably the wall will help because otherwise the customers will just be going into the boxes themselves to get items. It sounds crazy, but having worked in retail myself, trust me, the customers will do it. So let's go ahead and build that wall. Now we will assign a function to the rooms. Alright, so we want to click storage, assign storage to this area, and store to this area. A store needs shelves to display products. Yeah, usually if you just leave the stuff on the floor, customers aren't that happy about it. So let's go ahead and put food shelves where they want. And then we'll go ahead and put shelves along the back wall here. Lastly, your store needs checkout counters. Yeah, otherwise the people will just walk out with the stuff for free, and really that's not how a store works. So alright, we'll go ahead and let the workers go ahead and build those things. Then we need to select the shelves in order to assign products to them. Now, since this is just a little convenience store right now, I want to put in items that are going to sell quickly. So we're going to put in a lot of unhealthy products and things that are just going to go through quickly. So on this shelf, we're going to go ahead and put candy. Then we're going to follow that with cookies. And then we're going to put snacks on that shelf. Then we're going to go ahead and put coffee and tea there. We'll put some canned foods here so they have something decent. And then, of course, we can't forget about the animals. Let's have some pet food there. Then on these shelves, we're going to go health and beauty overall. We're going to put toilet paper because people need that often. We're going to put diapers because the little babies can't use the toilet paper by themselves. And then we're going to put pads and tampons back here. So we have all the consumables taken care of. And now we're going to need a loading zone in order to have the vehicles come in that'll have the products. So the workers can go ahead and build that. And we're going to go ahead and pause for right now to get through these next steps that she wants. We need to link our storage with our store. Go to manage mode and select your store in the list. So let's go ahead and go to manage mode, and then we need to go to store, and we need to link storage. Last thing before we can open it. In manage mode, select your store in the list. Click staff, hire a cashier and a stock clerk. Well, before that, we're going to go ahead and name our store because the store number 2 option doesn't really work for me. So we're going to go ahead and name this store RayMart after myself. I'm sure it'll be a huge success and they'll make a lot of money with it being named after me. Alright, so then we want to go to storage, and again, with storage, we're just going to make sure that we can identify which storage we're at the particular point in time. So we're going to make this RayMart storage. And then maintenance center, we'll leave as just maintenance center, but it does not need to be maintenance center 0. We'll just put it as maintenance center. Alright, for the store here, we need to hire a cashier. And we can see that she's the most qualified of the 3. We also need to hire a store clerk or a stock clerk. And none are really that great, but she seems the best of what we have. But she's also good at cashiering, so we're going to go ahead and hire her as another cashier, and then see if we get a better option for a stock clerk. We didn't, but at least we have 2 good cashiers. Since we have 2 cash registers, we might as well have the 2 cashiers. Alright. Good job. Your store is now complete and will open at 9. Let's anticipate customers will litter if we don't have a trash can nearby. That's disgusting that customers would just automatically decide to litter like that, but sure, let's go ahead and build a trash can right here. I think it's odd that we have to build the trash can. Why can't we just buy one? We also need a garbage pickup area. Alright, so let's go ahead and build garbage pickup area where she wants it. Lastly, we need to hire a janitor to keep the floors clean and handle the garbage. Well, that is a good idea, since it seems like these people are fairly disgusting, evidently. Alright, so janitor. He's okay. He's actually pretty good, but he's actually a good stock clerk. We might hire him as a secondary stock clerk for our store. So let's go ahead and I think he'll be a good enough janitor, so we'll hire him. And then we'll see about that second stock clerk here in a little while. Good, that's taken care of. At the moment, you can only sell a small selection of products. We need to build an office to research new products, businesses, and technologies. Alright, so we need to build this building here. And more waiting, so let's speed up time again. Once they're done building this building, we'll slow it down. Alright, so our office needs a door and a couple of desks. Go into build and select objects. Alright, now as I said before, I have been through this tutorial and I know this is not where I'm going to want this building to be. So for right now, we'll go ahead and say that we're putting those things there. And we'll go ahead and assign it as an office and hire the staff for it. But we're not going to actually have the things put into it right now because it's not where I want it to be even. Alright, I'm not going to worry about renaming it because it's going to go away soon enough. So let's go to manage for it and let's hire some office workers. Alright, as far as office workers, we've got this guy that's semi-decent. He was our good stock clerk as well, but we'll hire him for the office worker. And then we need another office worker, and she's pretty decent, so we'll hire her. Alright. All things seem to be in order. Here are some tips for smooth expansion. Keep your builders busy. Trust me, when I build the rest of this building the way it should be built, they will be busy. Your parking lot will fill up very quickly. Build more customer parking to accommodate more visitors. Not a problem there. Alright. The default store opening hours are unambitious. Manage your store to open earlier and close later. I'll deal with that later. You'll also need to hire cashiers to work those hours. Yeah, when I expand the hours, then I'll worry about that. Offering a greater diversity of products will attract a lot more customers. Research products to unlock highly sought products, such as fresh food, clothes, or alcohol. Open specialty stores to satisfy demand for rare and expensive products. Definitely have plans for that. Finally, having non-retail businesses will make your customers stay on site and spend a whole lot more. Research and build restaurants, bowling alleys, and movie theaters to be the #1 destination for nearby shoppers. Thank you for following the tutorial. You're on your own now. Alright, good. So, first thing I need to do is, since we technically have an office, we can assign research. And the first thing I want them to really be researching is going to be expanding of products. No. I want to go ahead and get security level 1 so that way I can get anti-theft detection systems. So we're going to do that first. Now, let's go ahead and redesign this building as I think it should have been. First things first, we need to know where the road is going to be and where this area over here is going to be. So, we're going to build road work in the first available spot that we can. Road work, not garbage. Then in the next available spot, we'll probably put garbage. Yeah. Well, actually, no, we'll probably not put garbage there. We're going to put garbage over here along with parking and loading. So once that is taken care of, then I want the road coming, well, actually, for right now, I want them building some customer parking here. That way I can actually get my customers into the building. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave this right here. That way I know how far the building will expand over in this direction. Alright, so let's get them doing that. And for right now, as I said, they'll go ahead and set this up as an office and everything. That's perfectly fine. They'll do the research in there for now until they actually build what I want them to have over on the other portion. I want to build more parking because when the staff comes in for right now, they're going to go ahead and take up some of the spots that are available. So I need the additional spots available for right now. Alright, so they've built that. With that in mind, now we're going to start building upwards. So this is going to be the research area. So each office desk is 2 wide, so I want this to be 5, no, 7. Let's see, that'll allow, yeah, we're going to do it like that. Then we're going to go ahead and put maintenance up here as well, in their little building. And then we're going to go ahead and put security up here as well. Let's go ahead and have them start working on that. And we're going to go ahead and have, well, let's make sure this works as I want it to. Let's go ahead and put a staff door here. If I put the staff door there, then I can put office desks here and here. I can actually make this smaller than I have it right now. I do wish that this game would have a build tool in it, so you could really pre-plan like you can on, say, Prison Architect. Alright, so there's 2 office desks there. I'll be nice and give them 1 additional row. Alright, so office desk, office desk, office desk, office desk. So we'll have the 4 possible spots because I want to hire more researchers to get through research quickly so I can make this store bigger, make RayMart bigger, and then once it's a successful business that's making a profit for the area, then we can start on the mall overall. Alright, so let's go ahead and have them do that. And while they're working on that, we're going to go ahead and extend this roadway up to here as well. Additionally, we're going to go ahead and put a new staff door into this area here. And then we're going to remove the one from the front of the building here in a bit. Alright, go ahead and work through the night building these areas. We'll put staff doors into them as you build them. This one, the staff door is going to be right there. Alright, so while you're working on that, we're going to assign these places titles. So this will be the security office, and this is going to be the maintenance center. Now as I do that, I'm going to have to move people from the old maintenance center over, otherwise they're going to be automatically fired. So I need to pull up the old maintenance center and select, say, the janitor, and I'm going to move him over to the new maintenance center. And we'll keep him in his role of janitor. Alright, go back to the old maintenance center, and we'll get our first builder, and we are going to transfer them to the new maintenance center as a builder. All right. All right, so is that this guy, or it's definitely I think it's this guy. And we can look at his hours. He starts at 2100, which would fit as far as the time now. So we're going to leave him alone. We're going to go ahead and move the other guy over to the center. And then when he gets off shift, then we'll go ahead and transfer him over to the other center. Now, as far as office employees go, let's go ahead and have him finish up the office here. Alright, now we've got the office available. So let's assign this as an office. And then we're going to go ahead and need to put in computers here. And we're going to go ahead and switch these employees over from the old office to the new one. So they're going to go from their office to the new office, transfer over, and then this employee transfer over to the new office. All right. So now everybody has been moved out of these facilities, and we can go ahead and deal with the facilities. I can unassign this, and it says that the staff will be fired, but there's no one working there anymore. Now I cannot unassign the maintenance area yet. Because of the fact that we still have this guy who works in that area. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and remove objects, including this door, and that whole area is going to go away here in a little bit. Alright, and then maintenance center is set up, so let's go ahead and manage these areas now. So this is the new maintenance center, and we will go ahead and name it maintenance center instead of maintenance center 5. And then we are going to have security center, which actually we're going to change to RayMart Security. All right, and then as far as the office, in this case we're going to call it Research and Development Office. Alright, so I think everything is set up now as far as what we can do. We have to wait till these areas are built up. Then we will continue building this building as well. While that's going on, actually, I can manage my security office, and I need to hire a security person. So everybody looks about equal in capability. He actually is quite good at other jobs, so I almost want him for stuff. But I also have this person that's a good builder. That's a really good builder. I might have that person be another one of my builders. So let's go ahead and hire... Let's hire Tulip here as the security guard. Tulip's not that good at many things, so we might as well have her doing security. Now we want to put a patrol, which really all this is just we want a spot outside of the facility where she's going to be positioned, and this is where Tulip is going to stand during her shift, so that if people steal, she will try to stop them before they get to their cars. Her job will become a lot easier once we get done with the security research, which is another thing that we now can work on. So we can go to the Research and Development office, and we're going to hire more staff for this office. So, office workers, no one's really that good at this job. We're going to go ahead and hire Benjamin for it. And so now we have 3 at that time period. We're going to hire another person for that time period. I really don't want to waste Charlie on that because Charlie could actually be good at either a janitor or a builder, and I am going to hire more builders. So as far as an office worker, we're going to go ahead and get Jerry. All right, so we have 4 coming in at 9 here. Now we're going to go ahead and hire a second shift of office workers. We'll hire Jeremy, and we're going to set his hours. These people get off at 1700, so we're going to go ahead and set his hours to start at 1700. Same thing with Jerry. And then either one of these is not that great at the job, so we'll just hire this one. 1700. I'm going to my maintenance center and I'm going to hire this guy as a builder because he's really quite good at it and I don't want to lose him for another job. So, go back to the research. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are starting at one time and then 3 starting at the other time. So then we will go ahead and get... We'll go get Jody here to start at 1700 as far as research. And then we want an early shift. Hey, we finally got somebody that's pretty good here in Madeline. She's going to start our early shift, which this shift ends at 1 in the morning. So guess what time you come in, Madeline? You come in at 1 in the morning. And we need 3 more for that shift. We're going to go ahead and get Brendan for that. Put Brendan on that early shift. And we're going to hire Anna for that. And finally, we're going to hire Mia for that. And then in the maintenance center, I want even more builders because I am going to be wanting to build quite a bit of stuff. So we're going to have him come in at 1700, and so we'll have 2 builders at that time, 2 builders at the earlier shift, and whenever we get a 3rd builder that would be of quality, we'll go ahead and hire them as well to be on here. So, alright, we've got our staff hired for right now. And he's decided to build a random part of road without a connection right now, but he seems to know what he's doing, so I'm going to go ahead and let him do it. We'll speed him up a little bit so this road gets connected. Alright. So with this, I want to go ahead and build a loading zone here and here, and I want to build garbage pickup here. Alright, so they've installed 2 of the computers so far here, but not the rest of them. And he's leaving at this point in time. So with him leaving, I can manage this maintenance center and get this person to go ahead and be moved over. So we'll transfer him, and he works the 2100 shift. So we're going to transfer him to the other maintenance center as a builder, and we want him on at 2100. Alright. So now, starting with this day, we should have staff coming in throughout the day. I don't really want him at 2100. I want 17. Alright, 9, 9. I don't need 3, 9. I need 1 at 1 in the morning. Alright, so 9, 9, 1, 17, 17. Alright, good. And we'll go ahead and speed up time here. We got people coming in and all over the place. Alright. So first things first, they put in a door to the security room. So this first day we probably will not have... Oh, no, it looks like we are going to have our security person come in. Very inconspicuous with the giant glasses. And we built the 4 desks, so we have our research going on. As we'll be able to see on this screen, the research number will start going up. And as I said, since we don't have staff parking yet, most of our staff have taken the best spots here, which is really annoying, but we'll have that sorted out soon enough, and we do at least have some customer parking here. Once our builders get done building this other area up here, then we can go ahead and start taking away from down here. And we're going to remove the garbage zone here and put it up here instead. And the same thing with this drop-off area. Once he gets done with this spot I will delete. There we go. And then we're going to build staff-only parking along the length of this. So those are going to be staff-only, and those are going to be staff-only. That way the staff will stop parking over in the customer parking. And we're going to extend this. So the first spot will get customer parking all the way over here. Then it'll be customer parking along here. And then we'll go down with the road here to connect over. Now that he's deleted that spot, we'll make it into customer parking. So, we've got a fairly small store right now. We're just doing the basics. We're going to go ahead and get things moving with that. And we'll get security up and running. We've got the products on the shelves. And then we're going to build this building all the way back here and all the way over here. I might as well tell them at this point in time to remove these foundations. As far as assigning stores, this is no longer a maintenance area, and we can go ahead and remove the door from it, and then we can remove the foundation itself. We'll build more parking there. So now as the next group of staff come in, they'll go ahead and come in and park in this area instead. As we can see, right now we're losing a good amount of money. That's going to happen in the beginning here because of the fact that I've hired a bunch of workers, and I really haven't built the store big enough yet to really afford the amount of workers that we have. But I'm alright with that for right now because it's more important to get things flowing, get everything moving in the right direction, then we can go ahead and adjust as need be. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you know when I produce new videos. Thank you for watching, and remember, if you are shopping somewhere other than RayMart, you're probably getting a better deal.